Hey everyone, today, we're diving into one of the most captivating anime of the spring 2025 season, Kowloon Generic Romance. If you're a fan of mature storytelling, breathtaking visuals, and a romance that's anything but ordinary, then stick around because this show might just become your next obsession. I've been buzzing with excitement ever since I caught the premiere, and trust me, there's a lot to unpack here: story, characters, animation quality, and why this anime is a must-watch for fans like us. Let's get into it. First off, let's talk about what Kowloon Generic Romance is all about. Based on the seinen manga by Jun Mayuzuki, the same genius behind After the Rain, this series takes us to a reimagined version of Kowloon Walled City, a legendary real-world location in Hong Kong that was demolished in 1994. In this story though, Kowloon still stands in a near-future dystopian setting, a sprawling, labyrinthine town dripping with nostalgia where the past, present, and future seem to blur together. It's a place where people cling to the old ways of life, resisting the encroaching modernity that threatens to erase their history. And right in the heart of this unique world is our protagonist, Reiko Kujirai, a real estate agent who's caught between her love for the new and exciting and the pull of Kowloon's timeless charm. The story kicks off with Reiko navigating her everyday life at Wonglo Realty, where she works alongside her colleague, Hajime Kudo. On the surface, it seems like your typical workplace setup. Reiko's got this cool, understated vibe, while Hajime's a bit of a rakish, nostalgic guy who loves everything old school. They bicker over the smallest things, like whether modern tech beats Kowloon's retro aesthetic, but there's this undeniable chemistry simmering beneath their banter. It's subtle, grounded, and feels so real, like two adults who don't quite realize how much they enjoy each other's company. But just when you think this is shaping up to be a cozy office romance, the plot takes a wild turn. One day, a prank goes awry, and Hajime makes an unexpected move toward Reiko, followed by a quick apology that leaves her stunned. Confused, she starts digging into what's behind his actions, and that's when things get weird. Reiko stumbles across memories she doesn't remember making, hints of a past with Hajime she can't recall, and even stranger glimpses of Kowloon itself, like a sudden shift to a dilapidated, abandoned version of the city before snapping back to normal. What starts as a slow-burn romance quickly spirals into a sci-fi mystery with layers of intrigue. Is Kowloon more than just a city? What's real, and what's a nostalgic illusion? And how deep does Reiko and Hajime's connection actually go? Every episode peels back another layer, leaving you hooked and questioning everything. So, why should anime fans watch this? For one, Kowloon Generic Romance isn't your typical high school rom-com. It's a mature love story aimed at an older audience, and that alone makes it stand out. If you're tired of exaggerated tropes and over-the-top antics, this show's restrained, grounded approach to romance is a breath of fresh air. Reiko and Hajime feel like real people, flawed, complex, and navigating their feelings in a way that's relatable to anyone who's ever fumbled through a relationship. But it's not just about the romance. The sci-fi twist and the mystery woven into Kowloon's setting add this extra depth that keeps you on edge. It's like the show's daring you to figure out what's going on, and that blend of genres, romance, mystery, and subtle dystopian vibes, makes it a rare gem. Plus, the world building is phenomenal. Kowloon Walled City isn't just a backdrop, it's a character in its own right. The narrow alleyways, towering high-rises, and bustling streets are steeped in this haunting nostalgia that pulls you in. It's a love letter to a place that doesn't exist anymore, reimagined with a futuristic twist that's both familiar and unsettling. If you're into cyberpunk vibes or alternate history, this setting alone is worth the price of admission. And for fans of slow-burn narratives, the pacing is spot-on, deliberate but never dragging, giving you just enough to stay invested without rushing the big reveals. Now, let's talk about the animation quality and visuals, because Arvo Animation absolutely knocked it out of the park. The art style captures the essence of Jun Mayuzuki's manga perfectly. It's got this retro, almost retracts feel that mirrors Kowloon's nostalgic soul, but with a modern polish that makes every frame pop. The backgrounds are stunning, packed with detail that brings the city to life. Think cluttered rooftops, neon signs, and winding corridors that feel like you could step right into them. There's a muted color palette with these gorgeous gradient shifts that reflect Reiko's mood, adding an emotional layer to the visuals. The character animation is subtle but expressive. Reiko's quiet strength and Hajime's playful charm come through in every glance and gesture. It's not flashy or over the top, but that simplicity works so well for the story's tone. Honestly, it's the kind of animation that feels effortless, even though you know it took a ton of effort to pull off. Speaking of characters, let's dive into Reiko and Hajime a bit more. Reiko Kujirai, voiced by Haruka Shiraishi, is the heart of the show. She's this fascinating mix of independence and vulnerability, someone who's drawn to the new but can't escape the pull of Kowloon's past. Shiraishi's performance is perfect, bringing out Reiko's understated intensity in a way that makes you root for her from the jump. Then there's Hajime Kudo, voiced by Tomokazu Sugita, who's this charming, slightly goofy guy with a hidden depth. Sugita's got this knack for balancing Hajime's lighthearted side with those moments where you see something darker peek through, hinting at the secrets he's carrying. Their dynamic is electric, Every interaction feels charged with tension, whether it's playful teasing or something heavier. The supporting cast is just as compelling. You've got characters like Miyuki Hebanuma, a suave doctor with a mysterious edge, and Gwen, an intersex character who adds such a unique flavor to the story alongside Miyuki. Then there's Yulong, a researcher digging into Kowloon's secrets, and Xiaohei, who brings a bit of youthful energy to the mix. Each character feels integral, fleshing out this strange, nostalgic world and keeping you invested in how their stories intertwine with Reiko and Hajime's. Where can you watch it? Kowloon Generic Romance is streaming on Crunchyroll, with new episodes dropping every Saturday starting April 5th, 2025 on Crunchyroll. And trust me, this is one you'll want to keep up with week to week, because the buzz around it is already growing. So, there you have it. Kowloon Generic Romance is shaping up to be one of the standout anime of 2025. It's got a gripping story that blends romance and mystery, jaw-dropping visuals that bring Kowloon to life, and characters you can't help but fall for. Whether you're here for the love story, the sci-fi twists, or just to soak in the atmosphere, this show has something for everyone. If you haven't checked it out yet, head over to Crunchyroll and give it a watch. I promise you won't regret it. What do you think? Does this sound like your kind of anime? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're loving it as much as I am, smash that like button and subscribe for more anime goodness. Until next time, keep watching, keep theorizing, and I'll catch you in the next video.